2020 Missouri Co-Chair, State Representative of Missouri's 78th District, Representative Rasheen Aldridge.
When I say feel, you say burn. Feel. 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 All right. How everybody doing today? For those who don't know me, my name is Rasheen Aldridge. I'm the state rep of the 78th District. And I don't know about y'all, but on Tuesday, I'm so excited to go vote for Bernie Sanders. And let me tell you why. I love you too. And let me tell you why, though. Bernie Sanders is one of the only candidates that have been consistent in his message from 16 to now. Bernie Sanders has been the only candidate that has constantly said we need to make sure no matter where you work, you deserve a livable wage. As one of the Fight for 15 workers back in 2016 when we protested debate, he was the only candidate out of the two that said we wanted 15. He said, I will make sure you guys get it because you deserve it. Bernie Sanders has also been the only consistent candidate that has says we need to make sure that everybody has health care. We need to make sure Medicaid is expanded for everybody, no matter your income, your race, your gender, your pronoun, you deserve it. Bernie Sanders has been the only candidate that says we must tackle our criminal justice system because we have known that no matter your zip code, no matter your race, you shouldn't be locked up 10 times more than somebody who does not look like you. Bernie Sanders has made it very clear we need to fix student debt because young people, too many young people, are going into college, taking on this debt, and then coming out not being able to find a job in their industry, and that's not right. You know, I could be up here all day and talk about how consistent Bernie Sanders been, but we all know he has been, right? Right? So it's very simple. We are 24 hours away from making sure that he wins Missouri this time, right? So outside of yourself going to the polls and vote, take a friend. Not just take a friend, take your family. Not just take a family. You see somebody walking down the street, ask them if they voted. If they didn't, say, I will take you to the polls, okay? We have an opportunity in this critical timing to elect somebody who cares about everybody and not the 1%, the 99%. So we know what we got to do. We got to get fired up. Y'all fired up? Y'all ready to vote? Or y'all ready to elect Bernie Sanders as our next president of the United States? We gonna do it. When I say feel, you say burn. Feel. Feel. When I say feel, you say burn. Feel. Feel. Not me, us.
Please welcome the Treasurer of the City of St. Louis, Tashara Jones.
Good morning, St. Louis. My name is Tashara Jones. I'm the treasurer of the city of St. Louis. But to my friends and supporters, I'm also known as the People's Mayor. As treasurer, a few of the things that I am laser focused on are poverty, income inequality, and closing the racial wealth gap. You see, both of my grandfathers fought in both world wars, and neither of them received the GI Bill benefits after the war. And even when they could afford to buy a home, racist deed restrictions and redlining kept them from building generational wealth to pass down to their children and their grandchildren. Over 50 years later, even though they own homes for more than 2 generations, both of these homes did nothing but lose value, and my cousins and I are left with nothing because banking policies determined that my community wasn't worth investing in. Because of this and more, the median wealth of white families in America is 10 times that of black families. Let me repeat that. The median wealth of white families in America is 10 times that of black families, and it's not getting better. And 1 in 5 black families has 0 wealth or negative wealth. So what do? It's simple. We should root out racism, rebuild black neighborhoods, revolutionize the higher education system, make college free for everyone, eliminate student debt, expand Medicare for all, and pay everyone a living wage. See, this is the kind of radical change that will make the future better for my son, who's here with me today, my son Aiden, and this is the kind of radical change that will make the future better for all children, not for you, for me, for everyone. In the midst of these trying times, our neighbors may say this election is too risky to go with Senator Sanders. I say, hell no. Right now is not the time for incrementalism. And speaking of big ideas, did you see the stock market today? So you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to see some big banks lining up for socialism like they did in 2008 when they received government bailouts. So don't let some of the same people who supported government helping big banks stop from getting the government to provide the same type of help for working Americans. When I ran for mayor of this great city in 2017, I said I was running to change this city. Not polite, incremental change, I mean real change. And that's why Bernie Sanders is running for president. He knows that incremental change only changes the lives for a few. He wants to change lives for the masses. So I need all of you to do me a favor. Tomorrow's my birthday. It's my 48th birthday. And the only gift I want from you is a victory for Bernie Sanders in Missouri. Thank you. God bless.
Please welcome Missouri co-chair Cori Bush.
Y'all, this is amazing. Let me say this. This has been 4 years in the making for some of us. We've been doing this work for 4 years, and now we are here. I can't do this. So for those that don't know, my name is Cori Bush. I'm a single parent. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a community activist. And I'm also your candidate for U.S. Congress for this Missouri's 1st District. And I've been endorsed by Senator Sanders. let me say, going back to 2015, I have to think about when I first started supporting Senator Sanders. Right after Ferguson. Well, actually, it wasn't actually after. It was like towards the end of the Ferguson uprising. I remember I went to this event, and at this event, I remember being treated like what people were calling us. They were calling us terrorists. They were saying that we're the people that burned down buildings, and they were treating us like we didn't belong in this country, and they were stalking us and terrorizing us, and we were traumatized and all of that. And so I was sitting in this event, and this man got up and he started to speak. He was announced as someone who was running for president. And I just remember this man got up, and one thing that he said that struck me, I didn't even pay him any attention until I heard him say one thing. He said, because Black Lives Matter. That was in 2015. In 2015, he was saying Black Lives Matter when other people were calling us terrorists, when other candidates were saying all lives matter. He stood with us. See, back then, he was fighting for someone he didn't know. He didn't care about being popular. He cared about being right and doing the right thing. During the Ferguson movement, during the Ferguson uprising, we didn't hit the streets thinking that, oh, this protest is happening, so let me put on my organizer hat. Let me put on my organizer hat and let me come out and look special and try to get a name for myself. Like, that's not what we were doing. We didn't have that thought. What we didn't know was that we were about to make history. We didn't go out. We didn't set out to make history. We didn't try to make history. We didn't try to make a name for ourselves. We wanted justice for Black and brown people. We wanted justice for this 18-year-old baby that was murdered. So we were fighting for someone we didn't know. And people say, if I was born back in such and such time, I would have done this. Well, let me say this. When you're in a history-making moment, you don't know that you're in a history-making moment. So let me say, we didn't know we were making history. We didn't know we would touch the entire world, regular, everyday folks like us. We didn't know. So let me say this. All of you sitting here under the sound of my voice, we are making history right now. This is a history-making moment. So yeah, I know you tied your shoes the same way. I know you put your makeup on the same way and you fed the dog. I hope you fed the dog. You did all of that. I understand. But understand the moment that you're in. If we don't do it, only Missouri can make this happen for Missouri tomorrow. Only Missouri can make this happen. We're the ones that'll make change. We're the ones that will make history. So this is our moment. This is our moment. Black, brown, white, Asian, indigenous, immigrant, and descendants of Africans who were enslaved in America and first-generation refugees. This is our moment. Gay, straight, lesbian, bisexual, pansexual, asexual, trans, and queer. This is our moment. Young and elder, religious, atheist, and spiritual. This is our moment. The disabled, the misgendered, the marginalized, the counted out and pushed aside. This is our moment. The unhoused, the incarcerated, the out on parole, working class students, the poor and the comfortable. This is our moment. The undocumented and uncounted, unable to vote or unwilling to hope, the overlooked, the exploited, the movers, the breakers, the builders, the shakers, and the laborers. This is our moment. Teachers, nurses, farmers, veterans, store clerks, hotel workers, firefighters and service members, engineers and electricians, those unemployed and those retired. This is our moment. Artists, activists, musicians, leaders, innovators and organizers, cooks, janitors, servers, union workers, postal workers, and sex workers. This is our moment. every single person right now who is grieving because they've lost a loved one by guns, or they've lost a loved one to war, or to drug overdose, or to suicide. This is our moment. To foster children and children in cages, the single mother and single father fighting tooth and nail to reunite with their babies, those living with mental illness and those burdened with debt. This is our moment. To the black women making 61 cents on the dollar, the black families who have had the just make it home safely baby talk. This is our moment. This is our moment. To the immigrant families living in fear of deportation, the trans person who avoids medical care for fear of discrimination or worse, assault. This is our moment. So, to you and you, this is our moment. To him, her, thee, and them, this is our moment. So let me tell you, let's say this is what we need to do. We have a choice to go ahead and make this history moment. So I know that some of you will say, yes, you know what, Cori, I've knocked, 400 doors like I'm a star. No, oh, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. But we're trying to make history here. We only have today and tomorrow to finish this work. Let me say this, it doesn't come back again. Tuesday does not come back again. We don't have Bernie Sanders running this race against this person at this time to take this presidency coming back again. So this is our moment. This is our moment, Missouri. We got to take it. So what we're going to do is, they already announced we have 6 shifts available. So we need you to sign up. I know you may be tired, but let me tell you how tired you'll be if we have the wrong person in office. So what it's going to look like in 4 years. So we need you to kick in exponentially. I know you've done great work. We know you've done it and we thank you for it. But let's say this, we do not want to wake up on Wednesday morning or go to sleep on Tuesday night knowing we missed it by 1,000 votes. And this was the thing. Well, I got to go home because my kids, and I got to make it to the meeting, and I got to do, no, what you got to do, what we got to do is make this happen. So we're calling on you. Every single one of you are important. Every single one of you have what it takes to help us meet this need. Even if you say, well, I don't phone bank or I don't canvas, you have something we can do. Pull on some folks and let's make sure people show up, and let's take this for Bernie. So now, the moment that we've been waiting for. The moment we've been waiting for. Some call him Amo Bernie. Some call him T.O. Bernie. I call him Unc Bernie. Our next president of these here United States, Senator Bernie Sanders.
Whoa. Thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Thank you so much. What a great turnout. Thank you, St. Louis.